We're the Mythic Squad, the People's Guild. Our passion for making monsters can't be killed. We breed the best pets, learn a lot, no regrets. Join us in creating excellence. Purple on our back, Mythic Squad on the chest. It's the Mythic Squad. It's time for Ogre's Alpha. Welcome to the Mythic Squad, y'all. It's your boy Ogre and Starbuck, and it's time
to review our AMA. How you doing?
All I gotta say is rock, rock, rock.
Hey, I called
yeah,
that.
dude.
I said it was
It's a
either
great
going to be a bok or a potato.
Oh, so much alpha. I'm so excited. This was a great week. A little bummed we're not playing it yet, but understandable. That's why it was a dev demo, because it's not out yet. But I don't know. They have a habit of releasing stuff like on weekends and off times. So who knows? Maybe we'll see it before next Thursday. Maybe we got to wait another week. Time will tell.
Shoot, I think that's what they're working on for the patch right now, right?
I'm guessing it's probably a few patches, and they're probably releasing them in stages, right? Not all at once, because there was a lot of work that had to go in, a lot of new battle mechanics on top of the new front end stuff. So, I mean, typically from what little experience I have working with developers, not a dev, but working with them, they usually don't drop like 5 updates all at once. And you remember the spreadsheet, there was like 27,000 different things on there going on. I would imagine it's going to be rolled out in a few minor updates and then a couple major ones, and bam, we got fun. But Bolin did say we are not, this update that is happening right now is not the new hunt, which is a bad mother clucker. That's the official name, y'all. Bad mother clucker.
Bad mother clucker.
I'm waiting for the memes on that one. Sticks is gonna have fun. Sticks intern, no doubt.
Let's see. We just got a new announcement. I'm not going to read it all. As mentioned in our exciting Void Hunt dev demo for our upcoming Bad Mother Clucker hunt, check out our replay if you missed it. We have a solid chunk of features. The list includes potion updates, alchemist crafting, stone carver potion update. All lesser stones require 3 times the previous potion costs, excluding stamina potion costs. These changes were made to maintain a balance between the previous and new costs per potion. We hope that these changes will help as we introduce bring your own potion system with our next Void Hunt and continue to iterate on our combat system moving forward. We got quest requesting. Are you tired of queuing up your heroes and quests manually every time their stamina regenerates? We've got a solution for you to improve their lives and those brave button mashing players out there. There's an update. We've included quest queue. I won't read all that, but I will between our streams. Multi-send heroes. Hey, Skiller, check this out. Since the influx of trade in the realm, groups of caravans are now able to transport more heroes than ever before. The tavern barkeep is now able to send multiple heroes along with pets and equipment to another wallet at the same time. Our patented multi-batching transaction system as needed. If those heroes have power-ups, you can also cancel them in batches as you send them. This would be especially useful for DFK smart accounts users to move their heroes between wallets. In addition, changes the power-up manager now allow you to select any number of heroes to add or remove to or from a power-up at once. Very cool. Meditation circle improvement. Okay, this one I do got to read. We're pulling back.
I'm not going to read it all. I'll leave every 10th word out, I promise.
This is good stuff. All right. We're pulling back the curtain on some of our more mysterious aspects of hero leveling. First and foremost, we've updated meditation events to allow for the tracking of attunement crystal effects after a successful meditation. In addition, we will now display a special indicator in the post level up modal to show when a crystal caused a stat to increase. That's cool. I love that. And then, okay, we've got some awesome new castle listings. Huge announcement right here. We've got Donate Live, Sub Squid, and Trader Joe, but let's focus on our homie from the Mythic Squad. Do you like bloaters? Then you're going to love Sticks Intern. Check out the Office Hours podcast for DFK chatter and gameplay tactics. We love you, Sticks Intern. And then a whole other bunch of info around potions, the crafting costs. So yeah, there's been a lot of updates. What a big one. That's what she said.
So the question is that an announcement of the announcement of the announcement, or is he actually in there? I wonder. Looking now, he's in there with the cap and all. The oh hell yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. Very nice.
Let's see. Let's give him some love. Where is this? All right.
If you go in there.
My last summon hasn't even left the screen yet.
Nice. Sexy spell bow right there. What is that?
Yeah.
That was blue.
Blue? This is purple.
I meant the ability.
Oh,
that's definitely purple.
Yeah, I'm like
oh, it's green. Okay, hard to
blue, strength, green, luck. And I went endurance. A lot of people are saying I went wrong stone with endurance, but I feel like everybody's gonna need a block. I don't know.
That's the auto heal from my understanding. Like if you have a status effect, a high endurance will give you a better chance of naturally cleansing yourself, so you don't even need a potion or a heal or anything.
Less blinding, less anti-blind, the better. I don't even want to leave my screen. Okay. So
see, I'm more of the best defense is a strong offense type guy though, which is why like I don't even really mess with priests a whole lot. I'm all about like double archer knight or archer warrior knight, etc. But let's say hi to everybody. We got a bunch of people.
I've only got like 2 teams that I can use for the new hunts. So shout out to all the people that have level 12 heroes and above.
Like yeah, we got Eric, we got KP, we got Ryder, a Skiller, Sticks Intern, Ryder again, J-Dub, Be Easy. Heck yeah, Jeremy. Oh yeah, we got a whole bunch of people. There's Worm.
Yeah, what's up, KP?
What's up, everybody?
Big Worm.
And yes, I love the graphic. I can tell you put some effort into it. Looking like you're straight out of oh doggone it, what is the name of that movie? Leaving Las Vegas. You look like you could totally be in that drop top.
Fear and Loathing.
Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. That's it. Brain farting. The beef and Rubito. Hell yeah. What's up, everybody? All right. So the first bit of information is if you did not watch the AMA, go back and watch it. Like we haven't even really started talking about the dev demo yet. That was just an announcement that dropped while we were showing this. So we did that, and then all sorts of stuff. We did mention Bad Mother Clucker is the name, and that it's Rock Box. So that is effing huge. So what are your thoughts on potions? That's going to be interesting with the whole battle budget and bringing in extra, but only being able to use so many. That and the fact that with the new time bar, each potion may have a different stat, with not in addition to the different status effect, but how much time it consumes, right? So you might only lose half a turn from some potions, where you lose a full turn or 3/4 of a turn for another potion. So,
I mean, it's going to be interesting. It'll take some more getting used to. I mean, I was still getting used to the boar hunts, but I'm getting better on that.
I'm kind of curious the dynamic of, will it still be worth it to have small healing potions versus full healing? Because number one, you might be able to use it more quickly and get to go again instead of healing all the way. Like, so you might want to have a few small potions versus the full healing, full mana, small potion, or small healing, small mana. Might be good to have both of them in there. That way, depending upon the situation, you can get a little bit of hit points, just enough to live, or you can go max and get right back at it.
I want to see how it's going to impact the. I mean, they had also mentioned the traits are being worked on, and they're setting up the traits that the heroes have to come out. So, how will the heal compare to a lesser health potion? That's what I want to know.
Well, from what we've seen already, right, the potions are dependent upon the hero that is being healed. Right, so currently a health vial gives you a percentage of that hero's maximum HP. So if you give it to a knight, it's a lot more effective than if you give it to a priest, because they got like twice the HP. However, with a priest, when you heal, it's completely based upon the priest's stats. So if the priest is weak, it might not even be worth it to be there, really.
That's funny.
He definitely trimmed it up.
Yeah, I got rid of the face bush. It's all right. I got you.
Get rid of it? I still see it.
It's still me. Look.
Just wait. One of these days, I'm going to chop this mop. That'll really throw y'all off.
I'll give you a fade.
I just shave it all off. All right. Let's see here. Next, the time bar. Definitely love that time bar. For those of you that haven't seen the dev demo yet, I think that's definitely dope. How like on the bottom you see the status effects from like blindness or anti-blindness or whatever, and when they're going to go away in relation to everybody's turn. The only gripe I had about it thus far was it kind of, to me, looks like both of the babies. Never mind. I just saw it. I was going to say both of the babies looked the same because I keep seeing that one where it's got like the all white background, or the blue background, not the orange background. But then you've also got the egg. I don't know. I love it. I think it's dope. So ignore my gripe. I just realized right now that my gripe was completely unwarranted. I was thinking the two babies looked the same on it.
Yeah, and if you push and pull, though, I think that from the bottom, they do look the same. They just don't look they look different from the time bar on top, just not on the actual screen. There was some variance between the last two. Not that it's the hugest difference.
You're talking about within the game, it's hard to tell the difference with which one's which. Yeah, whether it's the middle.
So imagine you attack the second one, but to like do something, but it's really the other one that's coming at you.
Right. Yeah, that could be frustrating. I could definitely see that. But I'm sure that there's probably a way to differentiate it. We just can't really tell from right here. I mean, it's kind of like trying to tell the difference between Mosh and Beeve, right? You just got to talk to them, learn them, get to know them. They'd be like, oh, yeah, I see the difference.
Ever since I've met them, I've been able to tell the difference.
You're also in person. It's a little harder over the streams when, I don't know.
Well,
I mean, granted,
Mosh
nowadays...
is 6'2", and Beeve is 6 foot, so that's a dead giveaway when they're standing next to each other.
Yeah, definitely. That's funny. I didn't realize that. Heck yeah. All right. Let's see.
Push play on that. I want to see if there is a difference on those the baby box.
Just so you guys are, not unaware. I think when we kind of show things with
the
first time,
I don't see one. That's just me.
And that is also kind of the case of what we're doing.
Watch, they got different feet or something.
As we're showing it, it's pretty hard.
Right. That's what it's going to be. Something silly like that. Or different amount of tail feathers.
We did learn some things there.
Shake your tail feathers, baby.
There was a tornado kind of thing that flew out of the giant one. And
that Pecky Blinder.
It definitely does some damage.
Yeah, they definitely showed. We got Beak Strike. Big takeaway here. It's going to be harder. There is a lot.
And girth in turn. And girth.
Too funny.
Mosh is like, I hate you guys.
Yeah, in line with what you were saying earlier, the new status effects and the new abilities. Like we see Resurrect in here. They even called it Resurrect. So it's basically they're building out the combat mechanics. And you can see some of the previous ones. Like you got Bleed there, completely the same. You instead of the Wild Charge, you have the Mighty Gust. But it looks like it's pretty much basically the same back-end combat mechanic with a twist here and there. And then you got the Body Slam, which is like your Rampage. So there are definitely some of the original status effects, and you can see how they're building, which is the way the team rolls, right? They're building it out one piece at a time. When they can give us a new feature that's feature ready, they'll toss that out there. But then there's also other ones like Confuse. I mean, Confuse definitely screwed it. Had Sachet in that first time he ran through because the priest got confused, and thank goodness it was the priest who does low damage, but it just kept beating his own heroes in the back. It seems like even though it can hit any of the 5 other heroes, it seems there's a proclivity to hit the closest ones, i.e. your own teammates. So definitely something.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's true. You never know.
Oh, I could see that where it's like a a 75% chance to hit a friendly and a 25% chance to hit somebody else, especially. And it also could be related on the position, right? Where if you are in like P1, it's more likely to hit something in front versus P3 in front of you as your own team, where P1, you'd actually be hitting an enemy.
Yeah. In P3, you're just hitting it from the back.
Right. Yes, sir. Another neat combat mechanic I thought was the cheap. That'll definitely be interesting. And it almost like, it seems like that'll be helpful because I don't know what level heroes they had. So what the average level of enemies was. But the mama, I think, was like 1,109 hit points. And the babies were like 298. So the babies are not very strong. Granted, they do resurrect and come back. So that's going to be interesting to deal with. So essentially, they've got like 700 plus the egg. Then again, if you whack the egg, it delays them coming back, period. So I don't know. I thought for a minute there, if you killed Mama, the big Mama Bok Bok, that she wouldn't be able to lay more eggs. But then at the very end, of the last time they ran through it, I might have missed it. And I might have just, it was out beforehand. But I thought Mama was dead and the egg showed back up. Yeah. So that'll be
I didn't
interesting.
see that part.
I need to double check it. I want to say it was like the last replay they did.
Well, that's cool. I'll have to view it. I thought I did watch it, but I don't remember specifically everything from it.
Bro, I watched it like 3 times, but there was so much going out and I was so amped every time. I missed something every single time I watched it. And I'm sure I still missed some.
You know, the one question I'm excited to find out about is like, how impactful are the hero traits going to really be? You know, I was like, one of my gripes was that when I saw Priest had resurrection and effectively second life for the capstone ability, I was like, well, then if having resurrection just means having a priest, you know, like how important is it to have these traits? And I hope that they're meaningful. I hope that they actually are impactful to the game. But I guess we'll have to see. And, you know, special heads up, next Thursday, we have an early stream for Mythic time. So we're going to be streaming at this time and because we're going to have Workhorse on. So hopefully he can give us a little bit of insight in that regard.
Yes, sir. He's got nearly bedtime and he's on that East Coast. So those of us like east of the Mississippi, we're not necessarily all about staying up till 1 a.m. We got to get up early. So yeah.
There's a lot of pussies all around the world.
Mythic vibes stream for him.
I need to watch again. Treating Sashay, didn't want to elaborate too hard on the strategy. Yeah. Interesting. Sashay didn't want to elaborate too hard on the strategy. Beef thinks they're going to be game changers. I hope so. I mean, yeah. What about you? What do you think, Ogre?
That which? The Seers?
For the traits. How impactful do you think they're going to be?
Oh, I think that'd be huge. I mean, because a lot of them, you have heal as a trait and you have resurrect as a trait. You have second life as a trait. So once those come out, do you really even need a healer? Right? I mean, because you could have 3 Dark Knights, one with resurrect, one with second life, and one with heal. And you've got 3 damage dealers that can do mass destruction. And oh, by the way, they can also heal. Now, the downside is going to be the traditional healers. We're going to have the higher intelligence and wisdom, so they'll have much more mana versus a dread that is probably not going to have as much, anywhere near as much mana, and you're going to want to use it to attack. So I don't know. I think it will definitely be cool, but the fact that they use resurrect here means that ability is already out, and they've already done the combat engine for it, which means we might see it sooner rather than later implemented on our heroes.
Yeah, I can't wait. I want to see. I feel like it's closer than we think.
They kept saying that over the past few weeks, be like, yeah, once this comes out, like it's almost going to be like a domino effect. Like there is a lot being built into this that will also turn around and be used for some of the other heroes. So, I mean, you look at some of these, the Confusion, the Cheap, the Body Slam is similar to Rampage, but you've got the Blindness. So, I mean, a lot of those back-end engines, the bulk of the work will be done. They just have to do a few minor tweaks and they can apply it to other things as well. So I don't know. We might see a very interesting next couple of months where all of a sudden we just have a bunch of updates coming out. Who's to say?
Yeah, I hope that they're coming sooner and better. The one thing I hope to see too is codexes. I thought we would see the advanced class codexes at the end of last year, and now we're getting close to Q2. Actually, we're at that midpoint. We're at middle of Q1 right now, literally on the dot. Shout out leap year.
I love the fact it's starting to take shape. That is a beautiful thing right there. I mean, it's all about building blocks, y'all. Just if you've never dealt with building out software like this before, especially with them releasing it to us, that slows down the building process because they have to finish and finalize each little Lego piece that they build before they can stack the next one on and before they can add it to us. But then each one that they add on enables so much more. So that's who you're to say. Man, I'm just recklessly speculating here. Hold on. Where is the banner? None of this is financial advice. I am just recklessly speculating on a lot of this. I mean, I would love to see some stuff here. Speaking of reckless speculation, one of the big things that my biggest takeaway is they just made interrupt and push a whole lot more interesting, right? Because a lot of them, like the cracking of the baby egg, is a channeling. Mama's big wild charge, or I'm sorry, the mighty gust also gets channeled. So interrupting that, because they do so much damage, being able to interrupt that is going to be huge. So I don't know. And also, I did ask the question multiple times in the chat in different ways to try and get a response as to whether or not any of those attacks are magic attacks or if they're all physical attacks, because that's going to come into play hugely as well. If they are magic attacks, you better hope you got a high wisdom, because that high agi ain't going to help you.
Yeah. Yeah. High agi does. I mean, you can still evade.
I thought agility was physical defense and wisdom was magical defense. Was the primary stat. I'm not saying it's the only stat. I could be wrong there, but I thought that's what it was. Like strength is how much damage you do. Dexterity is your likelihood to hit with physical attacks. Vitality is how much hit points you get and how strong you are. Let's see what's over there. Then you got agi, which is your base physical defense. Endurance, your base ability to cleanse yourself. Next to that, we got what? Intelligence, which is your base stat for magical attack. Wisdom, your base stat for magical defense. And then you've got luck, which just rolls into everything. So, I mean, you got to think about they're making each one of those stats useful in some way. Each one of those stats is going to be the baseline for something. That's just like the way things work in role-playing games.
Oh, you might be right. Evasion, agility and luck, recovery, vitality and luck, status effect resistance, endurance and luck, and spell block, intelligence and luck, and block, of course, dex and luck. I didn't know that.
Intelligence and luck. Interesting. Okay. So, yeah, the block. They also mentioned block and implementing that. So that will be interesting as well. They almost made it sound like
it would have been wisdom and luck.
Yeah, me too. I wonder if that's not wrong, because I thought
I need to get this one reviewed.
Dexterity intelligence was your magical attack along with dexterity.
Yeah, and wisdom was magic defense.
That was my understanding. I could be wrong, though. I might have just spouted off and said some wrong stuff. See, I don't know everything 6th intern. Reckless speculation. Just looked out at the bottom. The Dire Rockbach or the Princess Rockbach. That'd be great.
Here we go. Wisdom adds a multiplier to magic attacks and skills and increases magic defense. This stat also plays into how much MP is gained when leveling up, to a lesser extent than intelligence. Strength adds... Oh, where's agi? Agility determines the time between a hero's actions in combat. It also plays a role in evasion. I think evasion, you're going to be evading, both magical and physical attacks, but...
Possibly. Which one is it talking about where you have physical, evading physical?
Endurance adds to defense and increases debuff, but it doesn't say I think it's just agility and luck.
Interesting.
The higher the hero's luck, the more likely a hero is to land a critical strike. Luck also slightly increases chances to find rare items during quests and plays a small role in evasion.
Right. So make sure y'all are leveling your heroes up in a balanced way. That or like be prepared to take care of one because it's super vulnerable to something. So I think we'll find that those heroes that are like 30 across the board and that one stat that's like 60, they're going to be cool for that one purpose against that one type of foe or whatever, but they'll end
I
up
have a
being-
knight that's like level 10. I think it's got 27 or 28 luck. And so I use it, and it's the one that I find the most void shards with. I think I found 2 with it, 2 or 3. But its dexterity is terrible, and it just misses. So I just count on it to miss every single time and use it more of like as a tank.
I've got a few that are like that I pulled over from, like, because I had a bunch of potatoes over on an account botting just to get a few resources. And then I was like, well, wait, they're all level 12. I'm going to bring them over and try and fight with them. And I had set them to level up in accordance with their profession. So it's like most of them have like 3 really high stats, vitality, and then their 2 profession quest stats, and then there's weak everywhere else. And it's like those heroes are complete garbage for PvP or PvE.
Hey,
rather.
shout out to the Beeve. He just got a 9-star Odd Pool Black Highlands Whelp.
Nice.
With me and the worm.
The worm. Sir Worm.
Heck yeah. No, I got a 9-star. I want to have like an Odd Pool Sidori with an Odd Pool background. It may only be like a 7 or 8-star though.
Still
It
cool.
might not be 9. Yeah.
I got a feeling I'll be using this one tonight, so we'll save that image.
Yeah, right. Where did you find that so that everybody else can go find it?
In DFK tutorial. It's the most recent one in the Mythic Squad's Discord server.
And where did that come from? Is that actually sourced from the docs or something? I assume.
No, even better. Skiller made it.
Where did Skiller get the info? Did Skiller just make that shit up? I'm sure Skiller didn't just make that shit up.
Skiller knows everything.
Skiller knows.
He's not a gamer. He's a knower and a
He's
shower.
Researcher.
We love you, Skiller.
Hell yeah. Most definitely.
All right. Anything else before kind of hit the wrap-up mode? It was an awesome AMA. Awesome to hear them play the game and hear the strategy. And that was kind of my favorite part, is hearing their thoughts of what was going on, getting a little bit of that additional insights from Hubert and team.
Yeah, I think that was probably the best part too. My favorite is hearing the way they're thinking about it and what they're saying about it. There's lots of little gems that were dropped in there. Definitely useful to have. And Skiller did confirm it's from the docs. I presumed as much. I did not assume Skiller would just make some stuff up, but it was just fun.
We don't have a banner, a stream banner for Skiller, because anything he makes is gold.
Hell yeah. He does. You know what? Speaking of which, can we get a request out to the team to like maybe throw Skiller some dollars and make a graphic for the green eggs? Because I have not. Does it even exist? I've seen the one for the gray and blue eggs, but I've never really seen one for the green eggs.
There's one. I don't know where it is, but I feel like I've seen it.
I would imagine there probably is. It's just I don't know. I have not seen it. I've looked a little bit, not super deep, so it's probably out there and I just missed it. But even if you go on DFK Quester, it isn't there. But they've got all the graphics.
Well, they've got the graphics that Stronghold made, and that one came out afterwards.
Right. Awesome. So, yeah, level them heroes up, y'all, because the base level for these fights is level 12, not level 10. And as you can see, the other thing, real quick, the alpha drop. In addition to push and pull being super great, and you can push and pull eggs, the daggum brain fart, boop, just went away. What the hell was I about to say? Hold on. Say something. It'll come back. You're supposed to be saying something. Damn it. Nope. I lost it. Experience and the drops, the item drops.
Oh, yeah.
Those are based.
Drops coming.
Essentially on your average level. So if you roll like SI and I roll where you got like a level 14, a level 10, and a level 6, so that you can average out at level 10 and have that OP in front, you're only getting rewarded across the board for level 10. So that level 14 is going to increase in experience more slowly than if you had 3 14s. So just keep
Yeah.
that in mind. Yes, it's a great way to bring those lower heroes up to level, but you're also going to be holding back your higher levels. So they found a counter for us. Doggone it. And that's what I got, man. Aside from big thanks to other side, DFK Helper, DFK Quester, and ADFK. As always, they are awesome, especially DFK Helper. Way to automate it. I know that it saves a lot of time, and you can queue it up in DFK Quester if you want to be halfway automated, halfway manual. Go in and trigger it yourself, and then just ADFK has all the freaking information plus some fun little mini games. So yeah, definitely mad love to all of our ecosystem devs out there and all the awesomeness they create, including all the other stuff I didn't have space to put on here.
Of course. And don't forget, if you want to get during this off season for duels, if you're looking for a good way to get raffle tickets, Adventure Arcade has got you covered. Check them out from ADFK.
Yep. True story.
All right. Well, we will see you tonight for Mythic time. Mosh won't be with us. He is skiing with the family, so hopefully he's safe. And looking forward to seeing you guys tonight at 8:30 Pacific, 11:30 Eastern.
And he'll also be out tomorrow, so we're going to have Dub Beef subbing in for Making Monsters with Mosh and Ogre. So, yeah, we're going to have a twin stand-in going on there. Should be interesting.
You shouldn't have told him. That would have been so funny if he just went in there and acted like he was Mosh and we could change his name.
That would have been great. We'd have to have him in the
play.
He would have had to have been in the YouTube then commenting
so
too.
Mosh will be on tomorrow, guys. Don't listen to Ogre. He's just trying to pull your dicks.
That's right.
All right, guys. Have a good night. We'll see you soon. Peace.
Mythic Squad.